Hello, my name is Mike Gray, and welcome to another 5-Minute Message. About a week ago, a mother gave birth to a child. Unfortunately, this mother is addicted to drugs, and she passed those drugs along to her child. And the child had to stay in the hospital for an extra few days so that the doctors could remove the drugs from the child's body. The father, unfortunately, isn't in a better shape. He's been in and out of jail constantly. They had another son that was removed from their family and put into foster care. And that son has been in 4 foster homes in his first 18 months of life. Children like these don't have much hope with their life. They're looking at a life where they have no home. They have no real sense of family, of love, as they get bounced around, which opens the door for Satan to lead them down to the wrong path to destruction, which is what he wants. The mother, in an amazing act of love, knowing that she couldn't care for her child, put him up for adoption. And a young couple who could not have children of their own, in another wonderful act of love, agreed to adopt the young boy. They'd also like to adopt the brother, who's 18 months, but due to some legal concerns, that may or may not happen. We pray that it does, because this young couple are Christians, and they'll be able to teach this young boy the ways of God, the truth, and guide him to a life full of hope, full of love, and he will now have a family and a home. You see, though, as Christians, that's what we need to do. We need to help people, help those who are in need. You see, in the book of James, chapter 1, verse 27, it says, "Pure religion and undefiled before God and the Father is this, to visit the fatherless and widows in their afflictions and to keep himself unspotted from the world." This is what we're supposed to do. Find those people who are in need, the fatherless, the widows, those who are afflicted, and help them. Do what we can to assist them, to make their life better. In the book of Matthew, Jesus talks to people about how they have given him aid and comfort, how they fed him and how they clothed him. And they didn't understand how they could do that because they had never given him any food. They had never given him any clothing. And Jesus said in verse 40, "Truly I say to you, as you did it to the least one of these, my brothers, you did it to me." You see, when we go out and help other people, we are doing God's work. We are helping Christ. We're answering their prayers. These people oftentimes are praying, "Lord, please help me." And we get to be that source of answer for that prayer to come to them and give them the help that they need. That's what we do as Christians. That's our job here on this earth. In the book of Psalms, chapter 82, verse 4, David wrote, "Rescue the poor and needy. Deliver them out of the hands of the wicked." You see, that's the problem, is when the poor and needy get to that point of such despair, that opens the door for Satan to step in and lead them down the wrong path to destruction. But by us stepping in and helping, we can be that person that helps keep them on the path and directs them to heaven. We can be mentors to those young kids who need help, who are lost in their way. When there are those who are shut in, how often do we go and visit them or give them a phone call just to see how they're doing? You see, oftentimes these shut-ins, they're shut in for everything. And their life consists of the 4 walls of their house. And a visit from someone can mean the world. Or just a phone call can give such a sense of hope for that day to help them get through. But if we don't, that despair can build up and build up until they give up hope and maybe even give up on God. So check with those people that we know. Can they use a little help with their yard work? Maybe repairs in the home. Maybe a meal because their kitchen's broke, or they're just sick and can't really cook for themselves today. What are those things that we can do for others to help them make their life just a little bit better? You see, Jesus said, love each other. The world will know you're mine if you love each other. So when we go out and we help those who are in need, when we stand in the gap between Satan and their lives, we are doing God's work, and we are giving him glory. Thank you for watching.